Everything in the room that you see that's white right now is going to be wrapped in House of Hackney wallpaper. But what I love is just how beautiful all of the trim looks. I do feel like the paint really brought out the detail in the baseboards, in the casing, in our sills. It just honestly makes me so happy walking in here. This is the room that Fraser is needing to wait to see the final result before he feels super confident with the wallpaper choice. He's
Okay.
Okay, so green, look at that beautiful, beautiful color. And then
Where's my safety net?
he's seen the renderings, he's seen the samples. He's excited about it despite what his facial features might show otherwise. But I think that this is going to be the room, at least for me, that's going to feel the most wow and the most impactful. And honestly, I kind of envision it feeling a little bit like a hotel where you walk in and you just feel a super special identity in this room. I'm going to take you guys through to our walk-in closet. In the closet, we have millwork on both sides. This was just to maximize it as much as possible. So we've got Faro and Ball card room green on the millwork here. We've got these beautiful Rejuvenation Naomi cabinet pulls. These are the same ones that are in the kitchen, and they've got the lovely ball detail. These are polished nickel as well. And what I love about this is just between the profile on the door and the cabinet pulls, to me, this feels like quite traditional. And then spicing it up a little bit with like this punchy green, just to, you know, still have some fun with it. So you can follow me through here. This is our walkway to the laundry room, the kind of second door that we sort of added at the last minute. And what I love about this is our laundry baskets are right here. And then the laundry room is right here. So do we actually need the baskets? No. Do I like everything to be in one spot? Yes. So this is a pocket door here. This will probably be open most of the time because we do have two doors closing off the closet into our bedroom, but it's here just in case we need it. And then I'm going to show you guys just a little peek. We've got one of the unlacquered brass latches from Rejuvenation here. This laundry room only has one piece of hardware, so I wanted to go big, and I love a latch on a cabinet. So we have this beautiful latch, which over time, again, this is going to patina. It's going to have a little worn look, which is great. We've got yellow on the cabinets, and then this is all covered up, but these are the beautiful blue and white floor tiles that I got from Country Floors. We've got two cafe curtains going in here. They are from Rejuvenation. They're the inside mount cafe curtain rods, and they are customizable, so you can get them in a variety of different lengths based on what you need. We've got one in the kitchen, and then we have two going here. So the plan is that we will have them mounted inside the gables on both sides, and then have fabric curtains to keep things looking clean and tidy in here. I'm gonna take you down to my office now. We have our trim and the doors painted. This is my wallpaper here. This is another House of Hackney print. This is called Voice's Garden. So beautiful, Faro and Ball denim. It's just, again, very outside of my normal palette. I don't often do blue, but lately I have been leaning into blue. I think there's a really beautiful way of doing it in a kind of timeless color palette. So hopefully that's what you guys are seeing here. And again, with the kind of like quirky roof lines in here, the goal was to make it feel as cohesive as possible. So the whole ceiling and the sloped roof is getting painted in this blue color. And then we've got the wallpaper going everywhere else. My desk, it's kind of like back and forth about where my desk was gonna go, but I think ultimately I'm gonna have it here. My chair will go here, and then I've got a TV here. I've told you guys before, I'm gonna like lock the door in here and just watch Grey's Anatomy. This room, one of my girlfriends was over today and another one of my friends was here today, and both of them were like, oh yeah, I forgot about the office. Like, it's so hidden that you don't recall it like being around until you actually go back and see it. And don't forget, this was one of the biggest changes when we moved the staircase, is that when the old stairs were here, the old stairs basically came up like right here. There was a little landing, and then there was a door into this office room, whatever it was at the time. So we completely changed how you access the office by redoing where the stair location was. Another thing I want you guys to see too is the beautiful trim color. You can see it because it's against kind of the white primer of the walls, but this is Sherwin-Williams Accessible Beige. It's a very kind of light creamy oatmeal-y beige color, but what I love about it is that it has just enough contrast to the white. So these walls are primed right now, but they're gonna be Sherwin-Williams Greek Villa, same with the color on the exterior stucco. And I think that that just gives it a little bit of depth, but still like a really calming kind of look and feel. So it's just, you know, it's all coming together. I'm just so happy with all of it. The door outside, I mean, the painter I don't think is loving the fact that I have like 2 colors on most doors. I've got an interior color and then an exterior color, but that's how this vision is coming together. I also can't wait for this skylight to go in because think of all the light that's gonna come in when it does. These are the unlacquered brass knobs from Rejuvenation. And the reason why we have some installed and some not is I had already placed my hardware order and I decided to modify this millwork slightly. At first, it was just gonna be 1 bank of drawers at the bottom. And then I decided that I wanted to raise the height of it up a bit to just make it feel a little bit less like cavernous, I guess. The TV was going here and it felt like there was gonna be way too much space between the bottom set of drawers and the TV. So I asked Silver Birch to add another set of drawers on the top, and now I feel like it's much more proportionate. Because designers wear many hats, I am installing the cabinet hardware that just arrived. So my little trick is usually without using a screwdriver. I'm sure it's not my little trick, I'm sure everybody does this, but I pop the screw all the way in and then just turn the knob onto it. And look at how beautiful that is. So this is unlacquered brass. This is gonna be super special. Very excited. I can take off these temporary tape pulls, which I love when those get removed because it means we've got all of our hardware in. Also, what's nice about Rejuvenation, they send you 3 sizes of screws, 3 lengths, so that you always have the right length for your cabinetry. This color has become like my new favorite color. It's Sherwin-Williams Cocoa Berry. And this, I wanted the warmth of the brass on this, so that's why I went with unlacquered. It really is just kind of like, what in my gut do I feel like going with? That's how I've made pretty much all the decisions in this house. It's looking so beautiful. And I love that each time I've been at the house since this has been in, the lighting is different because it's different time of day. And the color of this millwork, this is the Sherwin-Williams Cocoa Berry, it like changes a little bit every time I see it. Sometimes it's like a lighter mauve, sometimes it's a richer, almost like pinky color. I really, really love it. And I just actually ended up getting desk chairs for the kids. I didn't want to get like traditional desk chairs for them until they really need them. Once the ergonomic requirement is there, then yes, I will get them the desk chairs that they need. But just while they're little and probably won't be sitting there for too long, I snagged a set of 4 beautiful vintage wooden and rush chairs from Betancourt Manor. I go on Betancourt Manor stories essentially the moment that they post them, and I try and snag things very quickly. So I bought these chairs because I was like, they're amazing, the price is great, and I know eventually I will have somewhere to use them. So for now, I'm gonna use 2 of the 4 chairs up here, and they are beautiful. And I think what's really nice about that is it still will keep this kind of like traditional feel up here. The chairs are still aesthetically very pleasing, but they're also super practical too. So again, don't worry, I will not make my kids sit in uncomfortable chairs. And this is gonna be like our family movie watching space, homework space. Fraser's office is right there, so we'll see like who gets more work done, the kids or him. I've sourced a ton of pieces from Pottery Barn for this house. So I've got a vanity for the 3rd floor bathroom coming from Pottery Barn. I've got the basement bathroom vanity also coming from Pottery Barn. That was one area that I was like, okay, Pottery Barn has these beautiful vanities. I don't need to do custom in these bathrooms. So that was a great place for me to be able to bring in these really beautiful pieces. The vanity that's going up here is from the Somerville line. I am obsessed with the Somerville line. I think I've spec'd for both my house and many projects, the bed, both sizes of nightstands, the dresser, the 4-poster bed, and the vanity. So basically everything from the Somerville collection. It's so beautiful, and it has these like turned legs, and the color is perfect. So that's what's going in here. It's just, you know, all these pieces you're gonna start seeing very, very soon, and it's all gonna come together, and you're gonna hopefully be like, wow. We're down in the basement. We have our gorgeous silver birch millwork down here. We have our Rejuvenation hardware on the cabinets. Way more storage than I was anticipating. Like obviously I saw it all on the drawings, but it just looks quite substantial now, which I'm so happy about. So we've got lots of storage here. These are gonna have fabric doors. So I've been trying to do this in a client house for a long time, and it has never been approved, so I decided to do it in my own house. We've got just like such a gorgeous space down here now. If you guys remember, this basement used to be, I think, like just under 7 feet, and now we are over 8.5 feet, which is such a big change and such an amazing decision that we made. I think we would have honestly kicked ourselves if we had not done it. We've got our guest room down here. We've got our guest bathroom down here. This is where my star Facebook Marketplace hand-painted Spanish tiles live. It's really, really beautiful. We've got a Pottery Barn vanity going in here, 2 beautiful sconces, a rejuvenation mirror, and then we have just my favorite little combination of tiles. We also did custom paneling on here too, so that we could have a little bit of extra detail. And then we've got a nook back here where there's gonna be a few floating shelves and we'll be able to store extra linens. And then I'll show you guys what Fraser's sauna is looking like right now. It's, if possible, a bit freakier than it was last time. It'll be a little bit easier to walk through here in the future, but still kind of tight. This is it. It's compact, but it was a great use of space, and honestly, he keeps saying it's all he needs, so I think it's perfect. My only requirement was that the door has like a panel of glass in it, because if it was just like a full cedar door, I feel like that's like very Final Destination, and that's how people go, you know? So I just need to make sure for my own peace of mind and his safety that there's a panel on that glass.